showing 7 plants, and he's had a 28% with 2 new starters.
Kel, what have you had to do with that? Did you sharpen any of the plans?
I did, yes.
You will add more value than you can imagine.
She was there for the calls and things. So.
You guys show as a couple to a couple. Right? Okay, because you want to see marshmallow or not. Don't just see in the beginning I used to start people just because they would. Like that is just so stupid. Like if I ate as discriminately as I recruited, I would be dead. Right? And what a waste of your time and effort, Nicole. Because you get all emotionally, you know, great, and then a little weenie marshmallow gets left out in the sun and they're all just dribbling oozing out the door. Yeah, all right. So, but they're off resumes too, so you run an ad.
Yeah.
Yeah, but take nothing away from your great success. So all we're going to do is find out what's successful and duplicate that and edify it, hold it up there. So congratulations again. You too. And to Kelly as well, because I would say that you're the key. Because I mean Clinton's good, but you two as a couple will be enormously powerful.
Worst one, Clinton? Sorry? Worst one. I probably haven't had any real bad ones. If anything, just getting laughed at. That would probably be my worst when you start telling them, they start asking a few questions. You try and book them in, but they just laugh at you. It takes a bit of, shrug it off and move on to the next one. But
good boy.
That'd probably be it.
Good boy.
With 8% of those calls turning into plans booked. So he's had 3 plans booked. 2 of those he's shown with a 66% hit rate. And out of those 2 plans, no starters at this stage.
Yeah, right.
So Jason, you've got a
crack.
very good story to share.
Yeah, I was making phone calls in a group with 4 of us, and I rang one particular real estate lady, and she was quite interested, but I actually asked her during the thing if she's working at the moment, and she said she laughed at me.
Was it the one I walked in on?
Yeah, she was just as Shane's walked in, so there's 5 people watching, or 4 people watching, and she's just laughing at me saying, well, you got my number, or you know I'm working, and then I just stumbled through the rest, but she was still interested in getting some information, so yeah.
Good on you, mate.
We've had Peter's done 25 calls with a 36% and booking 9 plans. He ended up showing 8 with an 88% and no new starters out of the 8 plans.
Keep punching.
On you, Petey.
Well done.
Any war stories, Pete?
No, just
Anybody make you cry?
probably pretty
Anyone
strict
make you
on the plan.
squeaky?
No, because they're not worth it.
Alright, this is the key, guys. This is the key. So with platinum, right? Takes a lot of prospecting to find platinum. Gold takes a lot of prospecting. Sapphire, right? Sapphire's hard, right? And that's why it's so shiny when you polish it. It doesn't scratch, so it's right. And sapphire, emerald, diamond. You find these things. You find them. I'm going to buy Kelly a diamond mine. Is anyone else apart from me impressed by that? Huh? It's on my list, right? And she's going to have a diamond mine. It might be very flash, but it'll be somewhere near Argyllville. And we'll go to the claims office in WA, and we'll stake a claim, right? And we will have a diamond mine, all right? Now, if you go to Argyle, or who's seen Blood Diamond, the movie? Like a diamond in the rough looks like a stone. So you've got to sift through. Like, I just encourage you to just keep going. Mate, I never had to find you again. In fact, I didn't even have to find you in the first place. I never had to re-find you. Alright? This beautiful house that we love living in, right? I was sharing with some of the team before. We were dream building 5 years ago. I had no money. You know that graph I did for you?
Mm-hmm.
I had no money. And my wife had just left me a year before that because I didn't treat her well enough. I wasn't, you know, I'd learnt my lessons. I had some lessons to learn. And so I had no money. But with Kel, in love with her, we were just having a great time, but we didn't have any money, did we? No. And we're both living in, who's been to Albesia Street? You've got to go, right? Yeah? Oh, it's a nice enough house, but I tell you, it was crowded kids, wasn't it? Oh, Stephen's been to Albesia Street. So 7 kids and us, and Kelly was driving the family Meteor, which was bought in 1987. And in 2003, the Ford Meteor was not a new car. Right? And we're driving around 2 cars, no aircon, it's a hot day, and this place, but we're dreamed of, because I'd learnt that that's a good thing to do. And yeah, we saw this place. Little did I know that 4 short years later, and like we felt like complete frauds, didn't we, hun? Even walking up here. I was just like, oh, you know. And little did we know that 4 short years later we'd be buying it. How did we buy it? Cash flow. How did we get the cash flow? Matthew McAuliffe. Already had Shane and Susan, their great team. Okay? Right? But I didn't even have to find Matt McAuliffe. Shane, well, you got him off an ad. So look, don't stop running ads. Right? But if the ads don't work, don't sook. Right? Because there are good quality people out there, they're just rare. Right? Matt, you're exceptional. You are exceptional in that you are the exception. He's teachable, isn't he, Bill?
Absolutely.
You suitably impressed? So anyway, just keep this going, and you'll be right.
So since I've started prospecting, made 104 calls with an 18%.
All right, so that's a bigger time period, so that people can get a. What we want to know is obviously how many calls to get a platter. So we'll take a bit more data.
So 104 calls, 18% hit rate, and show 19 plans. 94% of those plans turned up with 18 plans shown. 5% of that was 1 new starter.
And who was that?
Lehigh. So one thing with prospecting as well, you're prospecting for other people to train as well. So I mean, you get your sponsorship and all that sort of stuff. My war story was actually here with Jeff, making phone calls on the speakerphone, and had the director of Hayes then ring up and even rang the office to speak to Shane, complaining that I was prospecting all his staff, and asked us to stop prospecting his staff. So that was an enjoyable one.
But we've since learnt that people in the recruitment industry are not good prospects for us. We don't think, do we? Yeah, anyway, good on you, Matt. Okay. So
I measured my team to give you the larger numbers. So we've made 184 calls, 29% hit rate, or 23%, with 44 plans booked. 81% of that was 36 plans shown, 8% with 3 new starters in Team Diamond since the 21st to the 3rd.
Well done, guys.
that is fantastic.
Good.
Congratulations.
Two more, and not last, but definitely not least. We have Shane Padgett, who's done 45 phone calls, 26% with 12 plans booked, 5% of those with 6 plans shown, and out of those 6 plans, no new starters as yet. And obviously his lovely wife, who's also made 12 calls as well. So congratulations, Shane.
That's great, mate.